Hey guys, welcome back to
Wine and Whispers.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yay, we made it, 2025. Okay, well, we started off strong.
Right.
All right.
Right. So I hope everyone had a good break, a good holiday. You had a restful time. We got some goodies today.
We do. I hope you're excited because I'm excited.
All right. You want to jump into it?
Yeah, let's just go.
All right.
Okay.
Let's uncork
and unwind. You want me to go?
Go.
Okay.
You want to tell what we're doing?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. So we've got some whispers in the mail. So they want some advice. So we're going to read them. She doesn't know what I'm about to read. I don't know what she's about to read. We sifted. You guys let us know which one it is.
Sifted, like you sift flour.
Yeah, it's got to be sift.
Yeah.
It's got to be sift. Okay. So we sifted through, and this is what we've decided. Okay. So I've got mine. She's got hers. We're going to react. It's going to be all
Blind reaction.
in the moment reactions. Then we're going to, share our advice and what we would do in the moment.
Okay. And
Yes.
we're going to ask for engagement. I need you guys to drop in the comments
Yes.
what you think of these stories and how
Send
you would handle.
something.
Give them feedback. Maybe we can send it back to them and
Or they're going to be watching, and they can read the comments and get some insight as well. Help us help them help you. Help us.
I like that.
Thank you. I don't know what
Connect
I said.
the dots.
Don't make me repeat it.
Nope.
Beautiful.
All right. Dive in.
My sister, let's call her Annabelle. She's 35 and I'm 30. Female. So they're both sisters. We see each other around Christmas every year. Other than that, we don't really communicate, except for the occasional family group chat exchange. She has 2 sons, 15 and 13. I've always known that the younger son is quiet and reserved, and until recently, I thought he preferred to not have a lot of attention until I realized he's just not getting any
Attention.
at all.
Okay.
Okay, from anybody.
The older,
The younger.
the younger.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So last Christmas, I thought that the older and the younger son had the same dad. I learned, continue. I learned that the older son's father left Annabelle, the sister, after she cheated on him. Hence, the younger son, nope.
Roll with it.
I recently realized then that Annabelle would reach out in the chat on behalf of the group chat, the family chat, I didn't specify, the family chat on behalf of the older son. If he had a sports game during a fundraiser, had a social event to attend, she would ask us to attend, donate, or help him get to from his social event if she was unable to take him.
Okay.
Or if he was suspended from school, she would reach out to us for help. But rarely would we hear anything about the younger son. It was always the older son activities and events.
Okay. I can see where the attention issue now. Okay.
She also never told us that the older son was suspended because he and his friends were bullying the younger son and his friends. So they now go to separate schools. Isn't this awful?
That's your sibling though.
You should stand up for your sibling. My brother hates me, but he loves me all at the same time. That's what's supposed to happen. I'm the little sister that goes like this. What you doing? Can I bother you? Everything. So he hates me, right? But really it's love. Because I bother the living daylights out of him. Because he would drop anything on the drop of a dime to come and help me, no matter what it was.
Aww.
Okay. So recently, Annabelle, the sister, asked if someone could take the younger son to his school choir concert so he could attend parent conferences at the older son's school. That seemed odd.
I don't want to disrupt anymore. We just get the flow. Go ahead.
Okay. That seemed odd to me because she didn't ask anyone to go watch him perform before. But I gave the benefit of the doubt, and I thought that maybe the younger son didn't want anyone to watch. I offered to take him, watch the concert if he wanted me to, and then take him home. He had a solo. He was smiling and clearly loved what he was doing. His choir director said that he's always helping other students and asked me to come to more of his concerts. Sometime after that, the sister was once again busy at driver's ed with the older son, and the younger son was home alone. He started vomiting and called his mom, the sister. She reached out and asked in the group chat and asked if anyone else could go take care of him until she got home. So I went, but she didn't come home early. 2 weeks later, he then broke his hand, the younger son. So last weekend, I bought tickets to the symphony and I planned to take the younger son because that's what he wants to do. But wound up not being able to take him because I ended up being sick. So I transferred the tickets to his mother, my sister, and begged her to take him, and she said she would. I texted the younger son yesterday and asked how much he liked it, but he didn't respond. So I called my sister. She didn't take him and didn't find anyone else to. She was busy and forgot, but wasn't too busy to ask the family in the group chat the day of the concert if anyone would help pay for the older son's DC trip in the spring. I went off on her in the family group chat and said she is being a shitty mother. I said, I don't know if it's because she inherited the favoritism gene from our parents or if she's subconsciously punishing the younger son because she cheated and got pregnant with the younger son and then got dumped by the older son's father. And I told her that she needs to step up more for her son. So what I want to know is, am I the asshole right now for defending this younger son and talking and telling her that she's a shitty mom in the group chat?
Absolutely not. Excuse my language. How dare you to pin your kids? That's narcissism.
A lot of it. But she's the one who's at fault. This is what gets me so mad about this. She's the one who cheated, right?
That poor little boy.
Got pregnant. And so now you're punishing him because of your mistake? You should love him just the same. You did this.
That poor little boy. His brother beats him up. His mother neglects him.
Doesn't pay any attention. His family member basically doesn't even know that he exists, right? Because never asked for any help with him.
I would say, hey, you want me to take him? Does she have a kid?
It didn't mention. You think the sister should take the kid?
I think she should take the kid. Either that or call ACS, Child Services, on, like, how dare you neglect him like that? Like, you're not showing up. Do you understand what trauma you are building within him to be when he's an adult?
I do.
He's not going to have any trust or respect for women.
Nope. Because of how you're treating him now, he's gonna always look at women with this tone of this undertone of disdain and distaste will always be there, and he's going to struggle to build a healthy relationship with a woman. He may be gay now. I don't know. He's gonna be straight, but you just don't know. Like you're making it so that subconsciously, as he continues to grow, he's going to
never trust women. He's not going to have a trust for women because if the woman who's supposed to be my nurturer and giver
doesn't give you that,
right.
What's he going to do? Oh, this baby needs so much love.
How old was he again?
13.
That's such a okay. So I think psychologically, medical, what you call it, pediatrics, they say the age from 9 through 15 are the most critical because this is the formative years that they rely heavily on their environment to shape who they become later on.
Oh, so he's just all messed up.
So he's going like this is beyond like a little traumatic in his life right now. This is shaping who he's going to be as an adult.
It's his whole formative years that he's been going through this.
Yeah.
So then he's been doing all these concert things, right? Because obviously which
is a blessing because that's his gift.
Right. He had a bloody solo, but no one in his family even knew about that.
Or his talent.
Right.
I think my earring is hitting the mic. I'm sorry. I'm going to move it for you guys. Oh my God. That just hurt as a mom of 2.
You felt that pain?
I felt that pain. I felt that pain, and I felt the pain even more yet. Like, yes, like you said, siblings are going to squabble. They're going to,
yes, we always do.
They're going to quarrel. They're going to whatever.
But to get suspended
because you're bullying,
that right there boggles my brain, right? So there's no way. I've seen siblings. I teach dance, right? So I've seen siblings. I've seen them go back and forth. I've seen the squabbles. I've seen the shoves and the pushing. Da 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 da. But I've also seen. Did you just talk to my sister like that?
Yeah.
Like it's okay for them to do it.
Yeah.
But you doing it as an outsider, talking to my sister like that?
Right.
You did what? My brother was the same way. If I was ever out. So side story, real quick. I was younger. My brother and I are 10 years apart. So I was at camp one day. And I had just got my braids done. My mom just did my hair. And I had Medusa braids, right? They were box braids. But I went to camp with a whole bunch of white people. So I had Medusa braids. Whatever. This little boy who was 2 years older than me came. We were at the beach. Took sand. Shoved it in my fresh new braids. Shoved it. And then I punched him in his face.
Good.
So my brother picked me up that day. And the little boy was running away from me because he had a black eye. And my brother immediately said, get in the car. Because he knew it was me. There was even no question if it was about me. He said, get in the car. We leaving right now.
Right.
Got in the car. We started driving. You can see my camp counselor waving.
Trying to get the attention.
Trying to flag my brother down. And my brother said, we're driving. We're going.
Right.
I'm not dealing with this. He looked at me and said, what the fuck did you do? And I explained it. I was honest. And he said, is your hand okay?
I love it. Is your hand okay?
Right. Because in his mind,
you defended yourself.
You fucked my little sister. You fucked with my little sister? Fuck.
You deserved it.
Yeah. He was like, okay, yep. I'm glad I didn't stop. He was very excited, right? If it was in the other way around and I did that to my brother, he would have pushed me down the stairs, right?
Right.
Because he's allowed to do that to me, but nobody else is allowed to mess with their sibling.
Yeah. And then as the mother, like the fact that you didn't correct the older brother.
Bullying.
My sister and I have had our things. And even, I can hear my mother in my head. And I do it with my girls now. I'm like, you guys got each other.
Always.
At the end of the day, you have each other. You guys are here for each other. And I tell my eldest all the time, you are her keeper. And listen, the little one, I don't even have to tell her she's the big one's keeper. She'll come to her defense quickly. You talk to my sister like that, mind you, they're 6 years apart.
It don't matter. She
just made 6. So the 6-year-old is defending the 12-year-old, and
she's got the neck roll and everything. Right. I'm like, go ahead, girl. Yes.
In the car, they were bickering in the elevator, and as soon as they got into the car, it was like, I love you, my sister. I love you too. It's like. So the fact that the mom hasn't fostered the relationship between those siblings
to make that.
Yeah, and it's very, very evident that she favors one over the other.
Oh, absolutely.
And I wonder what kind of relationship those two have, even Annabelle and her sister. Well, Annabelle and the one who wrote the letter. Like, what relationship do you have that you can't? Because you should be able to be like, if anything, as much as I love my sister, sometimes it irritates me to no end. She will call me out, and she'll call me out hardcore.
And she'll let you know.
And she'll let me know. I don't want to hear it, but you should have the relationship where you have that one person to keep you grounded to check you.
So
she should be checking her.
But I don't think they do. So they started off the story, and she said, I see her at the holidays, and we talk every once in a blue moon type of situation. Wow. So they don't have a good relationship, it sounds like. But it sounds like they do have this very lovely group chat amongst all of them and the family. Where
why is she the only one stepping up? So because everyone else in the family knows there's something wrong with her.
There has to be, right? There's no way that you're noticing that boy A, older boy, is getting all these group. Hey, I need help for his football. Hey, he's going to a trip. I need help with his money. Hey, we have a school fundraiser. Da da da. He needs to be picked up here. This and the third. You got 2 kids. If one needs something, the other should need something too.
Right. But not only that, like, if it's even when I have one that has to do something, the other one's in tow.
Yeah.
The other one's in tow.
Absolutely. Because where are they going to be?
Right. And I get it. You're a single mom, and sometimes it can be overwhelming to be able to manage both of them at the same time. But if you don't have anybody, guess what? The other one is in tow.
Right. And the other one is your help sometimes.
Yeah.
But then again, you're asking your village. And when you're asking your village, you should be asking your village for everybody, not just the one.
Right. And then you have the instances, like she said, the younger one was sick and he was throwing up. Guess what? I'm going to have to reschedule this driving lesson.
Yes. The fact that she then didn't even show up in a timely fashion, she showed up late. The driver's ed isn't that important. The fact that your kid is sick and vomiting is more important than driver's ed.
The fact that your kid has a performance that you should be showing. Like, I felt immensely bad for my kids, right? The school doesn't do a holiday concert because they want to be inclusive and diverse. So what they do is they do a multicultural night. And they break it in three different performances. Mm-hmm. So the littles go in the morning, the mids. I'm using the language you guys use, but like, so pre-K to first grade is in the morning.
Okay.
Second grade to fourth grade is midday, and then the middle school, because they go up to eighth grade, is in the evening.
Okay.
Right. So I was unfortunately unavailable to attend my eldest because she's in the evening. I had a client that was booked for a month previously.
Yeah,
so I can't just ask them, and she's not one of the ones that can move easily because of her schedule.
Okay.
So I was able to attend the older one. My husband was not able to attend the older one, that he snuck in and stayed for her performance.
The younger one.
What did I just say?
The older one.
The younger one.
Okay.
He snuck in, caught the little one, and dipped as soon as she was out.
Oh, really?
Because he was on the clock. You didn't hear that. But
he had lunch.
He was using his lunch break to come and see her. And so as soon as his lunch break was over, he had to dip out.
Okay, makes sense.
The older one, he and the little one were very much present and available to attend. And when that happens, you record for the other person and you share it.
That's what you're supposed to do.
So the fact that you couldn't even coordinate that to make sure that, hey, can we reschedule this driving lesson? What was it, a driving lesson that was taking place at the same time of his concert?
No, parent-teacher conference.
Let me say something. They have multiple slots.
They do?
And options that they give you. They absolutely do.
So she could have gone to a morning one or the earliest
they
one
usually
possible?
They usually give 2 days.
Okay.
Right? They give 2 days options, sometimes 3 depending on the school and the district.
And how big that is. Okay.
Right. And they give you 15-minute time slots. So it's not like you're there for the whole night.
No, so she could have gone.
She was intentionally being avoided.
Oh, she's punishing this child.
Yeah.
This child is being punished for no reason. Oh, this poor baby.
This poor baby.
I feel really bad the more that we talk about him. Like, I want him to
probably
find
the sweetest. And then you see the way that the teachers talk about him. He's probably the sweetest kid
ever.
Because there's 2 ways that an abused child, and when I say abused, I mean mentally and emotionally, because that's exactly what's happening right now. Right? You either become the overachiever,
which is what it kind of
or you act out. And he's an overachiever because he's searching for that positive praise.
Oh, that's exactly what he's doing because he's not getting it at home. Oh, and she was hiding it, right? Which makes me even more upset because
she knew she was going to get called out.
Well, not even. Well, yes, but the top of the story, sorry, but not. The top of the story says that I just thought that he was quiet and reserved. And sorry,
we do it at one point or another. It's okay.
And so the sister was just under this assumption that this was his personality and who he was, and instead, that's really. Annabelle,
he's not recluse at all.
Hiding
Big
him.
word. It was sitting in my head.
Oh, were you waiting?
Yes, I was.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Okay, I liked it. She was just hiding this poor baby and all of his talents, all of his skills, and his personality. Who he is as a whole, who he is down and deep into his core. She said, I don't care and I don't want it. You shouldn't be a mom.
Like, almost as like, to be raw, he's the accident baby, and because he's the accident baby, I don't need to give a damn. That's exactly how she's behaving. That is an emotionally immature parent. Point blank. I know I'm not a therapist, but I do still have some of my counseling in my head, and that is an emotionally immature parent.
I want this son to go live with his sister.
Yeah.
I want him to be with someone who's going to love him and adore him.
Right. And the sister
support him.
Clearly wants to show up
for him. Bought a whole symphony ticket for him.
And then she wasted her money.
I'd be livid if I was a sister, that you went intentionally out of your way to buy him this beautiful, thoughtful present.
You know he would enjoy it, and you was like, I don't care.
I'm not.
I don't got time for that.
Busy. You're not busy.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Try and adopt the son.
Yeah.
That's the advice.
Yeah, if you could, take him.
I don't know how.
And I'm pretty sure she wouldn't put up a fight. I can guarantee she would not put up a fight.
That makes it even sadder.
Yeah.
She's not, right?
She wouldn't. And if she
the only way she's putting up a fight,
finance.
How did you know I was going to say that?
That's the only reason why she would put up a fight. If she's receiving child support from his father, that's the only reason why she would put up a fight.
Correct.
Or if she's saying that I want to adopt him, she would ask the sister to pay her. I can guarantee that's how selfish she is.
You gonna ask your sister to pay for the son? This is not what it's about.
If you're asking to the sister for other things, or asking the family members for other things because you don't want to be the one to deal with it, I can guarantee that's how selfish she is. And that's probably why everyone in the family don't fuck with her. Because why is she the only one? Why is the sister the only one responding?
You're right.
Her parents are not even responding.
Because no one responded. She's the one who always offered, I'll take him, I'll do this. So everyone's just not fucking with this lady.
Miss Speeds, what would you do? What do you think she should do?
What should she do? Drop a comment. Let us know.
Yeah. I'm sure she can truly benefit from your response.
Absolutely. She's not a jerk. She is not an asshole.
No, you're not.
I would have yelled too.
Call her out.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes those people, they need to be put in their place.
She needs to be put in her place, because if she thinks what she's doing is okay and it's fine for parenting style, it's not. You're hurting this baby more than anything else. I can't say he's a baby. He's 13.
He's a baby. Oh, he's a baby. That hurt. I felt that one. Whew. Okay. As a mom with two,
you felt
that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So.
Okay.
On
to story number two.
Okay. It starts off by saying, sorry for length, backstory needed to fully understand story.
Okay.
I, 29 female, am 6 months pregnant with my first child. Due to my high blood pressure, my 3 falls, and the hernia that I was hospitalized for 2 weeks ago, my doctors has classified my pregnancy as high risk.
Did you say 3 falls?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you can get dizziness and lightheaded. I almost did with my second pregnancy. I was on the train, and no one gave up a seat for me because I didn't look as pregnant. I was still in the early stages. I had to sit down on the stairs because I damn near passed out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It can happen.
Okay.
My doctors have classified my pregnancy as high risk, all of which make it dangerous for me to catch so much as a cold, as coughing would aggravate my hernia and land me in the ER again.
I just want to make sure. A hernia is like in your back and it causes pain. No,
it's like the stuff that holds your back hole in place. It holds your intestine stuff in place.
Okay.
Hernia. When I first got pregnant, my sister, 32 female, announced that she was in charge of planning my baby shower, claiming it would be Instagram perfect. She also got us a very expensive gift for the baby way in advance, for which we are very grateful.
Okay.
My little brother, 16 male, came from Oshawa to Brosford, I don't know where that is, about a 5-hour drive, and spent last weekend at my sister's. While discussing the plans for the day, someone suggested going to a restaurant. I reminded them that I would prefer to avoid restaurants as there are too many risk factors for getting sick, which I could not afford to take.
Okay.
My little brother then responds with, "But I'm sick right now. I froze." I had already been there for over an hour, and I hugged my brother when I arrived. "What do you mean?" I asked him. He then assures me it's no big deal, it's almost over, and it was just a runny nose. I said I understand that, but he was still contagious. I apologized, but stated that I would need to leave in order to protect myself and my baby.
Absolutely.
Right. Just hold on to your reactions for me.
Oh, sorry. Zip it in.
My sister insisted that it was no big deal and that we could go buy masks and I'd be okay. I couldn't believe that in this post-COVID world, I still had to explain to my sister how germs were spread. But even then, she insisted it was no big deal and that I was exaggerating. I left anyways. My sister now wants to have a brunch for her birthday party at a restaurant in Montreal. Oh, this person lives in Canada. Okay. It's December, mid of flu season, and she invited at least 15 people. So I was already very skeptical about going, given my previous reasons. We then found out yesterday that my sister is sick. She caught my brother's cold. And her brunch is on Sunday. I apologized but told her that in that case, we would not be able to go. But maybe we could see her for Christmas if she was no longer contagious. She was furious, accusing my husband, 29 male, and I of living in fear and over-exaggerating that we could wear masks and sit on the other side of the table, and then stating, with it only a month and a half away, that's fine. Well, if we can't risk a brunch for her birthday, then I guess there should be no baby shower. I haven't responded other than to ask her if she was serious. She left me unread and hasn't answered. Am I the a-hole for choosing not to go to her birthday brunch? Or should I even have a baby shower given my health issues?
No, you're not an asshole. Like, wait a minute. You clearly stated from jump that your doctor said you're a high-risk pregnancy because of your blood pressure, so you need to take precautions. This is your first pregnancy, so you definitely want to take as many precautions as you possibly can because you don't know what you're going through. This is all new experiences that you're going through, so you're on high alert,
right,
trying to manage your new experience, your new feelings, your new body, all of that. Plus, you want to make sure that you have a healthiest pregnancy as possible so that you then have a healthy baby that's born. Okay. So no, absolutely not. I think that you should not have gone to the brunch, and I definitely agree that you should have left the effing party. You should have left whenever your brother showed up and said he was sick. It's just everybody knows.
She did.
I agree with her. You absolutely should have left. Like, what?
Yeah.
Don't you all understand? She said, she was clear. I should not be getting sick, and I have to protect.
Because so much of a sneeze or a cough would aggravate her hernia, which would land her back in the ER.
Exactly. It's all connecting to each other. And as her family, she should
respect that.
Yes.
And they should be happy because they should be wanting their little nephew or niece to come into the world healthy.
Healthy,
and their sister too.
Right, and the sister to have a healthy and happy pregnancy, so then she can move forward and she can then have a healthy, happy mom.
Because side note, if you don't know, when you are pregnant, you can't take medication when you're sick.
I want you to know that I didn't know that. What do you mean I can't take medication?
You cannot take medication when you're sick because remember, you are connected.
So you're telling me if I have a headache, I can't take Excedrin?
No.
Oh, so I'm just going to...
There are some doctors that will tell you can take a low dose, but remember, you and your baby have the same bloodline right now. You guys are literally this one unit. That's why, and we can definitely have my sister come here, and because she is a doula, birth educator, and
she absolutely
she is a board certified. She's an internationally board certified lactation counselor. And she can cover like how much you and the baby are succinct in terms of whatever you take. That's why a lot of the times people are like, oh my God, the baby's not latching on. Well, if you took medication right before you gave birth, guess what? Guess who else is also drunk from the medication? Yeah. Oh. So the epidural, all that stuff, the baby gets all that stuff. That's why sometimes they gotta tap the baby because they gotta arouse it because it's medicated. People, you gotta realize like those lines. So yeah, that's actually funny that this played out this way. I chose it just because I thought it was kind of like interesting, like a baby shower. Why can't you go to your baby shower, right? Or something like that. When I was pregnant with, was it my eldest or my second? I can't remember.
With one of them.
With one of them. I was supposed to go on a trip with my sister, and the doctor was like, you can't go there because that area is known for having Zika. And my sister was upset, and I get her frustration because she wanted a sister trip, but it was Nella. I'm a new mom. I'm not going to risk it. And given what happens to, there's like people who live in the area, they'll be fine. I'm like, yeah, because they're used to it. Their body's immune to it. Their blood is immune to it. I would be fresh meat for them. And the deformities that happens with Zika to an unborn child, I was not about to put myself in that.
Why would you?
Right. So
you didn't go. But again,
stand 10 toes down, my dear.
Yes.
10 toes down.
It's that new mom feeling like you want to make sure that you're doing the best that you can for this unborn child. They don't have a voice of their own. You're their voice. Oh, and they should respect that. The fact that she's also then questioning, should I even have a baby shower? You need stuff. So yes, you should have a baby shower, but maybe you need to do it how we did things during COVID, where like they drove by and did something.
Or you can have everything shipped to you directly.
Right. Maybe it's that.
Or post baby shower. I've seen post baby born. And shower. Then people have the shower. I've seen that. I've done that. When I was doing cakes, I did one for my cousin. The baby came before time, and she had the baby shower while the baby was there.
Yeah, so maybe that's a better option too, just because then you know that you're both healthy enough to be in that type of situation.
Yeah. You can have it within the 6 months after baby gets all their necessary and required vaccinations and shots, if you are doing that.
Right.
And then this way, it's bundled. And you know what? To be very honest with you, culturally, a lot of which cultures? Jewish people, they do not do baby showers prior to the baby being born.
They don't?
Nope.
Why not? Do you know why?
I think it has to do with confirming that this is a baby's earth side.
Oh.
Right? Because then what?
Then you have all this stuff.
Right, because anything can happen up until the day of.
And then you have all this stuff.
And that's triggering for mom.
Trauma.
So, and I think part of it has to also do with superstition, but.
I feel like I like this idea. If I do have a child, I feel like I'm going to have it post. Yeah, because you don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. But there is that nesting phase.
That's stressful.
That nesting phase is real.
Is it?
It's so real.
Is it nesting before you give birth?
Yeah. But yeah, superstition, if that's going to work to be better, do it after. And that's okay.
And it's safe.
Because people are still going to love on you. They're still going to love on baby.
Right. And they'll get to see the baby. So then it'll be one of those where like, well, let me take him or her for a few minutes and you can go sit and eat for a quick second. Or, oh, he's crying, she's crying. Okay, I'm just going to go walk while you have a seat. Yeah. Don't move yet. It'll be one of those. It'll be the help that you didn't know that you needed in that time period.
Yep. And then I guess the way to approach your sister is say, listen, you know what? I appreciate you wanting to do this for me, but I think I'm going to have to take a back burner on it right now just because this is my precaution and this is the way I would like to have it happen. And I need you to respect that.
Absolutely. And that shouldn't be even a question, a thought, a concern. It should be sister saying, okay, I understand. I respect your space. But that should have happened a long time ago, right? That should have happened with a brother. If you knew you were sick, why were you going to the pregnant lady who was already at a high risk? Why are we introducing new germs into the situation? The fact that the letter states I had to teach her how germs are spread. Like, wait a minute. Why are we still teaching this? You should know. We've gone through this world. We're post-COVID at this point. We all know how germs spread. It's one touch. It's a doorknob.
That's all it takes.
That's it. Quickly. And obviously, you should have realized it because then your behind got sick. No? Okay, it's just me. I don't think you an asshole, Speedy. I think you did the right thing and you protected that baby. And I'm like, yay.
That part.
And no, your husband's not an asshole either. Wait a minute.
No.
That made me bad. You, as a sister, the older sister, you're cursing out.
What she said? He was an asshole for what now?
For not going to the party and that they're just, they're being overcautious and being scared and whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Gross. No, they're not. How dare you say that? They're not being scared. This is their first child that they're having together.
And they're just experiencing. You know what? They are taking the precautions that they see fit for them.
Exactly. And on top of all of that, it's the fact that you know how when males see their person being pregnant, their mind changes because
they go into protective mode. Like, yes. I gotta stand here and act as a buffer.
Right, because this is my heir. And this is the person who's going to take my name and my child. And those caveman tendencies. That's all right. Go ahead. Live your best life.
There was an update. So I will share an update.
Oh, there's more.
There's more. To answer, there was so I took this. This person, I guess, had reached out to other people and got I guess, consensus of some sorts. So some of the stuff was that I would like to point out that due to my health issues, this would probably be my only child. So I would really like to have a baby shower, but I feel I have more control over the distance between people wearing masks, and providing Purell for hand washing. And it would be in a hall, not a restaurant with plenty of ventilation. But she wants to celebrate her birthday at a restaurant with brunch while she's sick, and has threatened to cancel my baby shower if I don't go.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
My husband and I have decided not to host an in-person baby shower. We'll look into having a virtual shower instead, or just host something after our son is born.
Wait. Oh, they're having a son.
Yes.
So you know the man is definitely extra.
Yeah. He's going to be extra protective because now his name carries on.
Exactly. That's my lineage.
Right.
Okay. Wait. So I think I missed that point in the beginning story. The sister is threatening to cancel the shower.
She was going to do it. Remember, she wanted to be Instagram perfect.
I remember that, but I don't think it hit me that she said, if you don't come, she gave her a bloody ultimatum.
Like a threat. Okay, that's fine. That's fine that I don't come. I will not have an Instagram, a bowl. Because that's all fake anyway.
I don't need it. At that point, I don't need it. I don't need that toxicity. I don't need that negativity. What I need is my baby to be healthy and happy.
Yep.
Not she threatened. That made me upset. Okay. Beautiful.
Okay. All right, drop your comments. Well, clearly they're going to do a virtual one, but had she not given that update, what would you have suggested? Yeah.
Right. Let us know, because you know what we know and what we feel about the situation. So let us know how you feel.
Pow, right in the kisser.
Sorry. We had 2 power in the kissers, because I definitely want to punch the sister from, and they were both sisters. I want to punch both the sisters. Why isn't the sibling love between both of them?
No idea. But I understand this one's plight.
I do. I definitely understand her plight, because you're going through it.
Big word number 2. They're not big words, but sometimes I just got to throw them and let people know that I know how to use them in the right context.
You're articulate. You have a great vernacular.
Oh, did you like what I did there? Thank you. I did. It's a lost art. You have another one? I do.
I don't have another one.
I do.
Okay, I'm ready.
Sorry for any grammar issues. English is not my first language, so we're going to work with it, okay?
Okay.
I'm 17-year-old female. My aunt is 40 years old, and cousins 10 female and 6 female came over to our house for a visit. My cousin and my little sister, 8 female, were playing around the house. They were chasing each other around. I think they were playing tag. Myself, my dad, and my aunt, who is his sister, were sitting at the kitchen table drinking coffee when my sister and oldest cousin ran past us. My sister was chasing after her. My aunt suddenly yelled out laughing, "Don't fall on her and squish her, Miss Trunchbull."
Okay.
My sister and I had just rewatched the movie Matilda a couple of weeks ago, but I didn't really get the connection until my sister suddenly got very quiet before going to her room in tears. Her sister's 8. And her cousins are 10 and 6. So she falls right in between. Okay. My sister and I looked up the character again on my phone and it clicked. I jumped up and started yelling at my aunt. She's 17. That led to a screaming match between the both of us until she grabbed her kids and left. My aunt has always been almond mom. I don't know what that means. To her daughters. Remember, there's a language barrier here. To her daughters, always saying weird stuff that she has to keep them skinny.
So the 8-year-old is
thick.
Yes.
And that she'll make sure they're models one day. She has made remarks before to my sister that she eats too much. My little sister is chubby, not obese, but still chubbier than most of the kids in her class. She has gotten bullied for this before and is insecure of her weight. My aunt knew this since my sister genuinely loves her and talked to her about it before. I couldn't wrap my head around why she would say something so hurtful. I went to my sister's room and she was crying. She asked me why she can't be beautiful, and it
Ooh, that hit me real quick.
Okay. Wasn't ready for that one. My parents said I overreacted.
No.
But I heard them talking in their room about how disrespectful it was that my aunt said that. I'm still grounded regardless. Maybe the level of respect for elder to child. I get it. It's been a week since then, but my aunt called last night and basically said she won't see us until I apologize.
I'm not apologizing.
Now my parents are urging me to say sorry. No. I feel like I was right to have stood up for my sister, but at the same time, I don't want to lose connection with my cousins. I'm really confused if I should apologize or not, because maybe I did overreact. I just don't know.
This is a hard one. So as soon as you said Trunchbull, I felt for that child because I knew exactly where this story was going.
I didn't know what because the title of the letter is am I wrong for screaming at my aunt to get the hell out after she called my little sister Miss Trunchbull?
So I immediately,
and I was like, what's Miss Trunchbull? I want to know what that is. So that's how I chose this letter.
No, I immediately knew as soon as you said, because I grew up watching Matilda. Like, Matilda was one of my favorite things to watch.
I love Matilda too, but it didn't dawn on me. The same way it didn't dawn on her, like it didn't dawn on me.
It dawned.
Just watch Miracle on 34th Street. That's the same little girl.
It is.
Matilda, yeah.
Okay, I need to watch that. Anyway, so
I don't think she's wrong at all.
I think that I don't think she's wrong in her message. I think that the parents...
delivery.
Right. I definitely agree that the parents are right for grounding her because there is a level of respect. You're still 17. Mm-hmm. She's still your aunt. No matter which way you cut this cookie, you are still the niece and she is the aunt. She will always be your elder, right?
Right.
I think that you can have an honest conversation with your aunt and you can tell her, I don't like how you're talking to my little sister or the things that you said to my little sister. And she could have gone that route, but if she said, yo, get the hell out of my house, yeah, you grounded. You have the right messaging, but you grounded.
Yeah.
Now,
there's a way in which you speak to your elders.
Right. Absolutely. She's not your little friend. And I hate to say that, right? But she's not your little friend. Mm-hmm. So you got to fix your face and fix how you talk to her. Fine. But now, the fact that the aunt
is withholding the other kids
is being petty. That's what it is. She's being petty and manipulative. Mm-hmm. You should not take away that family bonding that you've had, and you should keep it together. There's no need for you to break it down like that. And I don't necessarily think that the little girl should apologize. I think that all of them should get together. The aunt, the 17-year-old, and the parents.
The 8-year-old. I think the aunt needs to... I think...
Yes.
Go ahead. I'll let you finish your thought because I was interjecting. Go ahead.
I think they need to... I think I know what you're going to say. I think they need to sit together, and I think that the daughter needs to express why she said the things that she said, not necessarily apologize for saying what she said, but saying, I could have said it in a better, more respectful way.
Okay. And yes, I think that she would be more willing to apologize to the aunt if the aunt apologized to the 8-year-old.
I agree, but I still don't think she should apologize to aunt. I think she was right for what she said.
She shouldn't have, well...
It's how she said it.
It's how she apologizes. And I say this because if the aunt comes to the 8-year-old and say, you know what, honey, I'm sorry. I was joking around and that was in poor taste to choose to joke around with you that way, right? Because 8 years old, you can understand that. You can understand when someone's joking around and they did it in the wrong way and they feel bad for joking around with that, right? Mm-hmm. So I think that needs to happen. I think the 17-year-old should then say, you know, I apologize for disrespecting you.
Yes.
Did you see where I'm going here?
Yes, that's what. So the same thing.
I apologize for disrespecting you, but I am not going to apologize for how I felt, how I defended my sister.
Exactly, saying the same message. But I also think that we're being a little too optimistic about the aunt. The fact that she said the aunt is harping on her kids to stay skinny to be a model, she ain't never apologizing.
Because she's living vicariously through the kids.
Correct. So she ain't never apologizing.
What is wrong with these women?
I'm glad you picked it up on it.
What is wrong with these women? Like literally, it's
been all three.
Narcissists.
All three of them.
Emotionally immature narcissists.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are they full blown narcissists? No, but they carry the traits. Oh, baby, because I've been listening to
You've been learning.
I've been learning about them. Yeah, I'm stumbling on my words because
but I got you.
It's hitting.
You feel it.
There's 9 traits for narcissism,
and you see.
And I see the traits in all 3 of the people that we just talked about, and that's exactly what it is.
So we all need to talk it out with everybody. We need to have some good talk sessions with our therapist so that we don't be those people.
Right.
I don't want to be that person.
Sometimes I have to catch myself, right? Like, I can't want something more than my kid. Are there going to be certain things that you do with your kids where they don't have a say-so? Absolutely, because you're the adult.
You need to eat your vegetables,
sometimes, right? Sometimes you have to fall back and think about it. Like, am I pushing this onto them and it's not what they want to do?
Right.
And is this what I want? And I'm forcing it down their throat, and it's going to make them unhappy because I want it. So no. So and yeah, no. No.
Well, let us know what you think about this one, Wispies. This one was a good one, but it hit. It was a lot because that 17-year-old really just offended her little sister.
I'm proud of her.
I love that.
Very proud of her.
Yes.
Listen, sis, take those skills, put it into becoming a lawyer, or a
whatever,
paralegal,
something,
an advocate, something.
Because you have that skill and you need to use it. Absolutely.
And let that little baby know she's beautiful.
She is.
Listen, sometimes it's the ugly ducklings. I was an ugly duckling.
No, you wasn't. I've seen pictures of you.
I was a chubby little ugly duckling.
No, you wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she giving me a look.
I was a chubby little ugly duckling.
Just because you're chubby doesn't mean you ugly.
No, I just had. Every kid has that moment. Every kid goes through a phase where like
they don't know their body and it's awkward.
That preteen,
11,
pre-adolescent, pre-pubescent.
11, 9, 10, 11.
For me, it was that stage. It was that 7 to 9 phase.
You were still cute.
All right. And then I had bad acne.
I did know that.
Yeah. So, just saying. They're beautiful. Listen, those are the ones that everyone's like, damn, you grew up great. I know I did. Thanks.
Say it again. Say it again.
You grew up to be so beautiful. I know.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Okay. Because watch.
What am I watching?
No, I'm saying little Miss 8-year-old. She's going to grow up and she's going to be the model. And the other 2 she's going to be in her feelings.
They'll be all right.
Auntie going to be like, what happened? You want to talk about me nothing. Now? Because God don't like ugly and he ain't too fond of pretty either.
You're not wrong.
Karma's in the cloud.
And it's going to come down. Oh, we rhymed. Okay.
All right. Tell us what you thought. Tell us if you have any advice for these people. I'm sure they would appreciate it.
If you have something that you need advice on, definitely send it our way. We'll be happy to help.
Yep.
Well, Happy New Year, guys.
Yes.
And we'll see you next time, Wispies.
Bye.
Hey, Wispies. Thanks for joining us for another hard-hitting girl talk. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe on your podcast listening platforms. See you next time, Wispies.